Hey, what's up guys? Max here. I want to show you a bit of some Silver Surfer gameplay. So I would say we're going to let the first fight play out. You're going to see how he handles these arcades. You know, he does have some negative 100% incinerate, so he's not going to be taking any incinerate damage. It's not that he's incinerate immune, but in a way he is. He just takes, he's got some basically negative 100% immunities, or I don't know what you want to call them, but one of them is incinerate. He's not immune to poison, so when it comes to poison, and you can see it right there, the token's already at 9. He's going to stack them up, especially if you hit arcade while he's in the poison phase. So but yeah, you're going to see how he handles this fight, and we'll watch it slowly on the playback after you see the whole fight. I want to show you the whole fight first, just so you can see it. It's going fast pace. If you're not familiar with Silver Surfer, you're probably not seeing some of the details, but we'll come back and do a little replay so you can, I'll pause it so you can see what's going on. So I'll say this. I did this fight a few times. I lost a few times until I figure out the ideal rotation. So here we go. We take him down 100% health at 65 seconds. Okay. Really impressive. All right. So now let's go back and watch it from the beginning. So one of the things I started off with, Silver Surfer has 3 buffs. Those 3 buffs are important. One of them is the power gain. And with the power gain, you want to lock that one in quickly. How you lock that one in? It's a few ways. The way I did it was with the heavy. Just launch a heavy as long as the little icon, you see how it's grayed out right there, is showing. You can launch a heavy while it's grayed out, and it locks in whatever buff it has. Now, if I do a heavy here while I have a power gain, I get a second one. But the ideal situation is to get to 3 unique buffs. He's got power gain, fury, and armor. So I locked in the fury right now with another heavy. Now, I know I'm in a situation, you saw the fight already, having to work around the poison phase. I'm backing up 2 reasons. Try not to hit him into poison, but also waiting out for the armor buff. We get the armor buff, lock it in. Now we have 3 buffs. And that is the key for that special 2 you're seeing right there. The special 2 is unblockable as long as you have 3 unique buffs. At the end of these clips, I'm going to show you a way of doing this a little differently that I kind of like tested out. I just couldn't get it. And I'll talk to you about why. But let me mention it right now because I didn't have enough relics. My power for my relic wasn't high enough. So you see my combo is really light, 21 hits only into the fight. We're losing one of the buffs, which is the armor, the power gain. So what we're going to do is as soon as we get it again, we're wanting to lock in the same unique buff that we lost. So that way we have 3 unique buffs at all times. Again, that's good for the special 2. Here we blocked and we go for the special 2. And the great thing about the special 2 is that it also hits with the relic. So if you have the unblockable and your relic is available, launch the relic. This is a second fight. This is another fight that I recorded. Same situation. This one's Awaken. Unawaken arcade. Awaken arcade. So you can see the difference. Same thing. Power gain. Locked it in. And we're going to go for the Fury. We're going to lock that in. He's in poison phase, so I'm going to try to avoid hitting him. We're going to go for the special 1 evade. Dash in. Dex out of it. We do hit him once. And look at that. 1 poison gave him 2 tokens. Okay, now we're going to go into our armor ups. Lock that in. He's got 3 tokens. Dash that in. He's on incinerating phase, so we're not getting any tokens out of that. We're almost there, and we're going to launch a special 2. Now, he's got incinerate phase, launching special 2, but as it finishes, you're going to see here, we do finish inside the poison phase. Now, he goes unblockable because of the tokens, but we're going to be able to hit him. Doesn't matter. I do go for the heavy to remove the tokens. Different kind of setup of a fight. I'm waiting it out now, but I'm doing my heavies to remove him as well. As he gets him, he drops him, right? So now this is kind of risky, but I go for it. Notice how my armor up is falling off. My fury's falling off. It is incinerated mode, but I do have 2 bars of power, okay? Separate, different fight, different setup. We do launch the unblockable. This is where I was telling you the relic is still unblockable. We do launch that, and then we just go for the kill here on the combo. Both champions were rank 3 defenders. I also have a Silver Surfer rank 3. Now, one of the keys, if you have a Silver Surfer, for those buffs to last a little longer is to have them at SIG 200. I believe the duration of the buff is increased, or is the potency? I think it's the duration. So that's one of the key right there. For the prestige heads, most likely you have them at SIG 200. So that this fight, I want to show you very quickly why Here's another rotation you can do. So here we went for the power gain, locked it in with the heavy, same scenario, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna launch a special one, because on the special one, it locks in 2 of the buffs that were dormant. So dormant means when it has a little shadow, and then locks them in is when it lights up, like how you're seeing the Fury light up here. That's what that means. And so when you do a special one, instead of a heavy, you lock in 2 of them. So that's a different way, a different place down. Now he's going to hit harder than he would with just 1 Fury, of course, right? Just more damage there. And you can see it there very nicely, the amount of damage. So now what we're going to try to do is lock in a 3rd buff. Now, because I had enough power, I launched the relic, and I want to show you this rotation because with the relic, that's considered a 3rd unique buff. You see that buff right there at the top. Now, when we launch our special 2, it is completely unblockable. So that's a different rotation you can do. It's a little bit trickier, I would say, to deal with the meta because you're dealing with the poison. You're looking at those situations, and I don't know. It seems a little bit more difficult, but this is another way of doing it. Now, keep in mind, I think in a situation, Battlegrounds, I think the arcade would have been dead already, or your opponent. It's just Winter Soldier has 500,000 health, but that was still in under a minute, 56 seconds. I think here we're going to do the same fight over again, but I think we're going to try to go, if I'm not mistaken, I try to lock in the power gain. Yes, I do. And here's the thing. If the opponent launches a special while the power gain is gone, you kind of have to wait for it to come back around. But locking in the power gain instead of the Furies is actually really good because it gets you quicker to that special too. And then we're going to go for the Furies here. So let's watch it out. Look how much power I am. A few hits and we're already at special 2. And we were just like at a 1 bar of power. So we got the special 2. We do the relic for the 3rd unique buff. Launch a special 2, is fully unblockable. We just dash in, obviously he launched a special 1, which was unfortunate. But one of the other things I want to point out, if you did not know about the Silver Surfer, see how the power gain is falling off right now? It's seconds between falling off, and so is the Fury. Fury is coming up next. We have the armor up. Once you lock in a new buff, unique buff, it resets the timer on all of them. So you got some time. And then right now it's safe to say launch a special 2 because it's fully unblockable. We have 3 unique buffs, and then unfortunately launch a special, which is a long special, and then we just go for the hits here. But in any other situation like Battlegrounds, I think the opponent would have been dead already. So I did want to show you that rotation because that one's different. And it's, depending on the situation, that's kind of how Battlegrounds works. You're going to be presented with different rotations, but as long as it's not so much specific A, B, and C rotation, but it's just mainly having 3 unique buffs, unblockable, avoiding as much as possible the poison phase if you can, and then just going hard and ham on arcade while he's in the incinerate phase. But as you saw, every single fight he finished with 100% health. So I don't know. I'm loving Silver Surfer. The fact that he's a great champion. These unique rank ups in these metas, I do enjoy. I enjoy bringing in my champions that are rank 3 or rank 2, or you invested resources to rank up and be beneficial, right? So let me know if this helps you. If you're now more excited to have Silver Surfer in the deck and add him to your deck. Now he's mainly an attacker, he's not a defender, but he can be defensive, maybe. You never know. Maybe he locks in so many buffs and he's like hitting really hard. Let me know your thoughts on it. Take care, guys. Peace.